Hello. Today we're going to talk about master slides. And I have to be honest with you, I've only used this feature a couple of times. One long stint was at work when the company provided the template or the master slide, and we just basically filled in the data and any images we want to bring in. And that's what a master slide does. When you want all your slides to contain the same fonts and images, such as logos, you can make them those changes in one place. It's called the master slide, and they'll be applied to all of your slides in your presentation. When you make changes to the layout masters, and we'll go over that, the slide master in slide master view, other people working in the presentation cannot accidentally delete or edit what you've done as far as a layout perspective. And those two sentences are from the PowerPoint help. In master slides, you can manually make one, or at least make a quasi template for your presentation, but it needs to be completely thought out beforehand. We'll go over that in one of our examples. Once done, as previously stated, the master slide will save time on your edits and your constant formatting. The master slide feature or option has somewhat morphed into the designer option as far as backgrounds, and we'll get into that into a different video. Master slides is also similar to themes, and we will cover those in this presentation. It is a subset of the master slide feature, and I might call them templates because I believe they used to call them templates many years ago. And we'll go over all the options in the master slide ribbon. Some pros and cons real quick. Pros, their consistency on the font type, the color, the size, outlining, background colors, and placement of any images. I thought there would have been a way to password protect a master slide, but I could not find it. I'll continue looking for it. And as a point, I'll probably have a second video on this, on the advanced features of master slide, because there's some other options I want to look at that we will not cover in this particular video. The master slide can be a little tricky to set up, but not that bad once you adjust the slides. And you need to understand how to modify the data before and after you make a master slide. So now let's get into the edit view, and we will look at the ribbon and the other options. You want to start by going to the View command or ribbon, and then Slide Master. If you hover over the Slide Master icon, you'll see the text that is shown here in the little bubble window. Once you do that, your Slide Master central, for lack of a better word, you'll see the actual master slide with 11 preset styles under it. And as you can see, you can edit the title here, and then you can edit the data here. And on our next slide here, it shows the last 5 styles. And those were shown in the silent demo. So now let's go to some actual exercises. Here I have a simple presentation showing a title slide, slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, slide 7, with a graphic that we'll talk about at the very end. So what we're going to do is change the color scheme from this black and brown to some other colors to show how the master slide works, so Slide Master. So you go to View, Slide Master. If we go to the very top, we'll edit the master title style. So let's make this red, and let's make this red. Close it out. And the title is now red and red, as is the other slides. Okay, yippee. Now, if we go back, now that was for the master. Now, if we go to one of the layouts, let's say this one here, let's change this to black and this to blue. And let's turn the footers off. We talked about footer and title options are here. Just looking at the layout real quick. Themes we're going to go over just a minute, and these are the colors and fonts. You can have these options here. You can resize the slide like you can in regular PowerPoint, and then this is the close, which we're going to close this out. And notice that the title slide is still red and red, but the other slides are black and blue. And what we figured out is that when you go over here, if you don't change this one, this is still for the title slide. I guess that's why it's labeled the master title style. And then these 11 handle the other data that you have. So let's close out of this. Let's go to a blank. Let's type in some text. And it's black, and following our format based on the slide master, the bullet should be blue, and you can see it's already blue. Okay, pretty simple. Now let's go back one more time and add a graphic. Let's see. I actually have a graphic in that slide there, so let's just copy it. Go back to the beginning. And we want to put the graphic somewhere over here on the right. Close it. And now, as you can see in the thumbnails, every slide has that graphic. So that's how you use the slide master. Now, for the second exercise, we switched to a clean presentation. Let's go back to home. Let's add a new slide, and let's format it some way. Say we want it in bold, 60 font, italicized. And we want these in blue. And we want it in 32. What you do now is go back to your thumbnail, copy it by pressing Control-C, and then maybe make a total of 20 slides, which is a lot of slides for a presentation, but you want extras in case you think of something else. Because the problem doing it this way is that if you have to add some slides, it's a little bit more work because you have to remember what you did and basically rebuild your manual template or your manual slide master again. Long story short, it's better to have too many than not enough. So as you carry on here, and if you want to drop down 3 slides, and you can see how it changes. So that's how you would make a manual or quasi slide master. The third and last item we're going to look at are themes. We're going to go back to the previous presentation that we built with all these little images over here. And let's go back to the title slide. We're going to go back to View, Slide Master, and then select Themes. And since my wife likes purple, purple and red is not going to look good. Let's go with this blue. Let's see how this blue will look. Okay. Well, we picked this one here. So this is the second slide master. So that's the title. And then we're going to select that style. So let's close out and see how it looks. So there's the title. And then here's our data slides, or slide 1 with our graphic. And here's our test data. Slide 2, slide 3, slide 7, slide whatever the next one is, and the next one. And if you want to add one, you just go up to new slide, and it's already formatted. You got the picture, and you're set up. Except this is a title. We don't want to do a title, so delete that one. We want to do, yeah, just a regular. It's still, oh, it's the slide title, not the title slide. It's always a little confusing whether it's the title slide for the presentation or the title of the slide in the presentation. So we have reviewed the master slide and its 11 styles that can help you with your presentation. We've also shown you and developed a quasi master slide setup for your presentation. And lastly, we've looked at themes, how they are essentially master slides with some fancy formatting and also background that could help speed your presentation build. Try them out. Let me know how it works for you. Look at the references above at the end of the presentation. And thanks for watching. As I stated, a future video will be produced on the advanced features of Slide Master. And with all of these tips, tricks, techniques, and training, get to the point with PowerPoint. Take care. See you next time.